I have a question. Who was Edward Everett? Anybody know? A person. He was a Secretary of State for the United States. He was also president of Harvard. He also gave a 2-hour speech, oration, on November 19th, 1863, at Gettysburg. Anybody remember Edward Everett? No. They do remember 77 years ago. Our fathers brought forth on their continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Who thinks words are important? Words can move a country. World War II. Winston Churchill said, we shall provide mercy, but expect none. That summed up the courage of a nation in 9 words. Anytime that you want to put your business out there, that you want to make people understand what it is you do, the words are critical. The words you use, the tone of your voice, your body language, all of those things combine to communicate. Now, some experts will tell you that the most important thing that you can do is the tone of your voice and your body language, and that the words matter a little bit. That's not 100% true. If my tone of voice was perfect and my body language was off the wall, if I was speaking Chinese, I would expect you to understand most of it, if that were to hold true. But of course it doesn't. So my company is Speaking of Success. I've been a lifelong stutterer all of my life, and finally as an adult, with the urging of my wife, I got speech therapy and spent several years going through that wonderful process. A little torturous, but I did it. And I've become a student of speech. And I teach people that public speaking, presentation skills is so much fun. And it's the only way you can tell people who you are and what you do and why they should buy from you. You have to have a great opening. You have to say something that's going to make people stop and pay attention. You don't open up with, "Hi, my name is Rich Austin, I do such and such." No, no, no. You open with something, with a quotation, with a statistic, with a story, with a joke if you're brave. Jokes can go horribly wrong, so you have to be careful. And then you give them content. You don't give them a ton of content. 1, 2, 3 things, maybe 4. No more than that. If you try to get somebody to tell you 10 different things, you're not going to remember any of them. Content has to be short, crisp, done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you close. Closing is critical. People remember what you say first, and people remember what you say last. Closing is critical. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. What a great closing. You want a call to action. That was literally a call to action. But you want your listeners to do something, to buy something, to hire you, to work with you, to support you, to vote for you, whatever it is, you have to have a call to action. So you have to have a great opening, you have to have good content, and you have to have a call to action at the end. And you have to pick those words carefully. And at Speaking of Success, we help you put that whole thing together, that whole presentation, and then we help you deliver it. We give you the tools, the vocal tools, the practices, the body movements, the tone of your voice, the pace. Speed it up, slow it down. Bring it up, bring it down. The pitch, the tone, the volume, the pace, the melody. All of these things go in to making a presentation enjoyable. If people don't like listening to you, you're dead. So at Speaking of Success, if you want to really gear up your 60-second commercial, if you want to be out there as an expert in the field giving presentations, if you want help with a PowerPoint presentation, any of those things. Speaking of Success can do that for you. We can also write your web content. We can do all of these things to help you communicate properly, effectively. Rich Austin, Speaking of Success. Thank you very much.